Dear players, Metal Ape is ready for playtest. I know there are areas to refine, but I believe your feedback is crucial at this stage. In the upcoming weeks, anticipate the release of a proper prologue offering a glimpse into the world of Metal Ape. Full game is set for release in 2024. Many more skills will be added and the game will undergo further balancing with enhanced gameplay mechanics. Your thoughts and suggestions will play a significant role in crafting the final version. Thank you for being part of the adventure. With Dev Love, Olivier. If you like the demo, wishlist, the game. Right, the left stick is acting as a mouse cursor. Not entirely sure why. Let's see whether it works in-game. So this is a 2D, although to be honest, it looks kind of 2.5D to me. Oh, is this the one with the kind of stop-motion-y thing? Welcome, Subject 17B. You are now connected to the machine. Initializing neural synchronization. Where am I? What is this place? Who are you? Your task is... Okay, it needs a primary piece of feedback. Well, no, initial piece of feedback in the first, 30 seconds of the game. It needs to be made clear who's speaking and when. Break free from the illusions that hold you back. Illusions? How do I do that? Venture forward, face your fears, and untangle the mysteries in your mind. If it is not clear who's speaking, I mean, don't get me wrong, I can work it out mostly, but different colour text, or name of the speaker in the subtitle, or portraits on the sides of the screen, or there's dozens of different ways that you could have done this, and you haven't used any of them. Okay, right, we do have that. Do we? Right, for some reason this is... Oh! Does this work? This does work, because it's really, really loud. There's no save in the demo. So we've got crafting, which just seem to be basic stats. Looks like we've got 4 different categories, all of which stat-based. Dash. Did I just buy that? I may have just bought that. I don't know. Air dash. Bash. So these all require points. Interesting. Why make us buy it? Right, we've got some basic stats. Yeah, okay, so far, so straightforward. How do I get out of the screen? Right, we've got left and right on the stick. We've got crouch. We've got jump. Up does nothing. Right stick does nothing. L3 and R3 do nothing. L1 gives us this. L2 does nothing. That's R1. Is that a parry? Don't know. Attack on square. Nothing on triangle. Nothing on circle. Jump when you would expect. There's no sound effects. I'm not dashing the skill tree. Yeah, done it already. Oh, is that now really quiet? Oh, there is sound effects. I just turned down the volume so low that it actually wasn't registering through my speakers. Ooh. So this is a 2D Souls-like Metroidvania. And I'm noting straight away the lack of a map. Save points? Right, I'm assuming this is our block. Ooh, okay, right. 1 second, because I, as part of my kind of testing diligence, I have forgotten to put on. That can go in the corner there. In fact, that showed up straight away. I can't put it in the bottom left corner where I've normally been putting them because I'm assuming that's a health bar. Hitting enemies will charge your power gauge. I would put the line break before power, so charge your power gauge and makes you strike faster. Need to work on the loading transitions there. Don't... But it feels like the game lags every time we block something. But the frame graph isn't showing anything. Nor is the FPS dipping. So either... No, it's definitely working. So that must be a design intent. Right, triangle is our interact button. I've closed the door behind me. Wonderful. Why would I want to close a door behind me? It's an odd choice. Can we go back in? I guess this is a person that we're talking to. Well, a sentient being of some kind. Where am I? What is this place? You seem as lost as I am. Lost? I don't even know how I got here. Yes, that's how Lost works. What's happening? Why is everything so messed up? I can't. I don't even remember who I am. I'm scared to go any further. We don't have to rush, but we need to keep... See, I've lost track of who's speaking. Use the jump key to grab the chain and utilize the direction key to move it. Ooh, that's... That doesn't feel great. But we do have a ledge grab. The parallax on the background may be a little much. There's something really odd about the way he moves, or the way we move. Enter those portals. I really like the design of them. Oh? Yes, the lighting is very nice, and it actually shows on a character as well, which is cool. But everything feels very... Well, to be honest, it feels like it's going for the kind of clunkiness. No, clunkiness is the wrong word. It feels like it's going for the slow pace of a soul. I mean, this is very slow. It's going for the kind of Souls thing. You know, everything is very deliberate and very paced and very methodical. I don't think we actually needed to come here. Tutorial. This door is locked. Try to find the lever. I'm guessing it's not that one. Yeah, see, it feels like everything goes wibble when we get hit. Technical term, I know. But there's nothing on the frame time graph. So either the frame time graph isn't working, which is possible. I assume the blurriness is we're in a state. Right. Yeah, there's no controls for this. Well, I have to switch over to mouse and keyboard, I guess. I mean, can I craft any of these? It doesn't look like I can craft any of these. But we do have... with precision using the mouse. I'm not entirely sure this is quite ready for... I guess that was for the door below. Yeah, what's the point of giving us a crafting pop-up at a point in time when we don't have materials needed for crafting? That climbing animation is just too slow. Dead. Okay, we've retrieved our currency, but doesn't seem to save our world state, so it looks like we've got to go through all of that again. And unfortunately, this is not interesting or dynamic enough to really make me want to play through the same stuff again. You know, if you're going for Souls-like, commit to Souls-like. Yeah, the world state is saved. Yeah, saying something is Souls-like just because you want to make it hard or dark, that's not what Souls-like is. Is that going for the kind of cinematic Kurosawa style freeze frame? I mean, as far as I can tell, we've got no way of healing. And again, I don't think... Yeah, I can kick that back at you. Don't know if we take full damage. I'm not even entirely sure. Why would I want to close the door behind me? If I hadn't closed the door, would it still be open? I'm just not entirely sure what they're going for with this. But what I can tell you is that it's not very... something about the feel of it that just doesn't feel right. And I'm pretty certain that frame time thing in the corner isn't right. Because this feels... it feels like it's constantly, you know, stuttering. What? There's no point giving us that tutorial message because we don't have materials. Unless I've missed something. There's no way of sliding down chains faster. I don't know. Okay. So, block doesn't work on that? No, fat chance. No way I'm going through all of that every single time I want to fight an enemy like that. Okay. Feedback. I don't know whether my frame time thing is working or not, but it certainly doesn't feel like it's running at 120 FPS, and every time you block it feels like it lags the game out. You've got no map, so if it is a Metroidvania, it doesn't look like one. It certainly doesn't feel like it's competent Souls-like at the moment, because whilst you've got chunky enemies with big weapons, and you get to recollect your resources when you die, the way Souls-likes work is that, you know, if you open a door, the door stays open. It's not doing that. If you collect something, it stays collected, and so on and so forth. And it just doesn't seem to be doing any of that. So I'm going to assume that this is very early in development. And if it is not, well, let's check out the Steam page. Metal Ape is a 2D Souls-like. See, I don't think this is 2D. It doesn't look 2D. It looks 2.5D. It's a Souls-like Metroidvania game where you play as a cyborg exploring a treacherous world filled with deadly enemies and dark secrets. Master brutal combat. Certainly doesn't feel brutal yet. Wield powerful abilities and journey deep into the abyss in search of the truth. 2D cyborg in a world that echoes the depths of the abyss. Let's just see. Yes, I think that's what it's going for. It's going for that cool freeze frame death effect, but it's not working. It just feels like the game's stuttering. Combat in Metal Ape is brutal and unforgiving. At the moment, it's very basic and very dull. Grab your spear, face your fears, and journey into hell in search of the truth. Yeah. Yeah. So far... Oh, it's gone. Where's it gone? Oh, it is. Right. Only being able to navigate this with the left analog stick as a mouse cursor. That obviously needs work. This could be interesting. Spectral. I'm guessing is the currency that we need. So Spectral is our souls. All of these being different categories, but just being basically stat sticks. It's like, that's kind of dull, frankly. And we've got no options or anything for bits and pieces. Interact, menu, sheet. 4 different powers: move, dash, block, second attack. Second attack. Don't have a second attack. But yeah, this frankly isn't interesting enough for me to want to go through this every time. I assumed that the lever, was there to close the door behind me, and that's why on the next playthrough, after I'd died to the enemy to the right, that the door was closed again. But no, it just doesn't save being open. You should probably do something about that. So, feedback. I like the premise, I think. I'm not 100% sure what is going on, but kind of samurai-style robot facing off against guys with big weapons in some kind of dystopian hellscape. It's like, yeah, that sounds cool enough. But what did it say? Those the release like Q1 2024. So you've got maybe 6 months. 3 months if you're going like really early in 2024, but 6 months to turn this into something that is engaging. And at the moment, it's not. It's really not very engaging at all. You're having to have a load screen between each room. It's just like, oh, and he plays his thing every time you get close to him. So that's useful. I assume these rooms are just resetting on entry every time. Yeah, they are. And that's an issue. You've got rooms that are not persistent, which in a Souls-like is completely antithetical to how a Souls-like's supposed to work. This is going to be another case, folks, of try it for yourself and see what you think. I feel like I say that a lot. Oh, yeah, and this door's now closed, so we can't go back. I'm not going to bother. I feel like I say this a lot when what I really mean is this isn't very good. And I feel like I should start coming out and saying there's some serious design flaws here in this demo. Keeping in mind that the whole point of NextFest, that I understand it, is to showcase upcoming things and get people hyped for them. This demo has not made me hyped. This demo is too clunky, too full of bizarre decisions like rooms lack persistence, so doors, are closed when you've opened them previously. It's like, these are basic Souls-like things. If that is what you are planning on making, you should have got this sorted, demo or not. Putting a thing here, no save in demo, just made me think, oh, it wasn't going to save, there wasn't going to be a save slot. But actually what it is that there's no save system or persistence at all. So you have to do each room over and over and over again. And I can't be bothered, frankly. There's 32, I counted according to Steam, there were 32 Metroidvania demos that came out in NextFest. I don't want to spend a load of time going over and over and over this stuff over and again just because you haven't put persistence in your demo. I'm sorry. The aesthetic is interesting. The skill tree is very, very basic. The crafting system, I could take it or leave it. They're just stat sticks. There's nothing interesting about any of these. It feels very, very basic and almost, prototypey. The only thing that I would say that looks kind of vaguely okay is the actual kind of look and aesthetic, but even then it looks like the movement is stop motion and it's running at very few frames, so it's stylized, I'll give it that, but in terms of does it actually feel like fun to play, no, it does not. But try it for yourselves and see what you think. But I'm certainly not going through those bits and pieces again and again and again just to see if I can experience any more of the content that's provided here. Let's watch the actual trailer to see whether the trailer can get me hyped in any way, shape or form. This is the opening that we've already seen. See, the monster design looks quite cool. Yeah, that's too slow. The hitboxes look a little bit off. That was quite cool. I guess that was the air dash. Clearly designed for a mouse in mind. Music's nice. Yeah, they're just stats. People expect something that's a bit more interesting from a Metroidvania. They also expect a map. That's just Bash from Ori. The kind of roll in the air on the air dash. This looks early in development. This doesn't look like a game that's coming out in Q1 2024. Frankly, this needs a chunk of work. I'm sorry to be harsh, but I've got to the stage actually where I feel like more... less cotton and wool, less fluffy feedback is possibly more useful for developers at this point. I'm not sure what you're going for, and this demo doesn't showcase anything really that's... Yeah. If you're going to be doing 2D or 2.5D Souls-likes, you have to compete with Grime, is what it boils down to. For me personally, if you're going for that heavy hitting 2.5D Metroidvania, you have to compete with Grime, and this, for a game that's due out arguably within 6 months, this doesn't. I mean, don't get me wrong. Grime, as much as I love Grime, it is in some ways a bit of a janky experience. And obviously they've just announced Grime 2, and I hope they've taken on board a lot of the lessons that they've learned from the first game, especially as it comes to the platforming. But this doesn't hold a candle to it. Yet. Don't get me wrong, I wish the developer the best of luck in turning this into something that can compete with Grime. But as of right now, no. Also, why is it Metal Ape? What's the ape? Is this supposed to be kind of a Wukong style thing, but because of the staff? I don't know. Yeah. Keep working on it. That's, I think, all I can say. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if that came across as quite harsh, but sometimes, harsh constructive criticism, and this is what people are going to look for, or this is what I'm looking for at least. And this game, it ain't it right now. But polish it up, create controls that feel like they work, smooth out those animations, speed up that climbing speed, get the rooms persistent, don't have an obvious loading bar in between rooms. All of these really basic things that arguably you should have done before you put out a demo to get people hyped. Yeah. Metal Ape. Folks, let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments. Was there something that I just missed? Was there something that I missed and therefore I've lost out on the experience and enjoyment because there was something obvious that passed me by? Until next time, stay safe, stay fabulous. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.